Codsworth, can you say, hello everyone and welcome to the video?
Hello everyone and welcome to the video. My name is Codsworth. I'm a domestic model, Mr. Handy, and I'm delighted to be your host for this evening's entertainment. Please feel free to sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. And if you're watching this at home, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and like this video to support more content like this in the future. Thank you for joining me!
It has been just over a week and a half since I started modding Fallout 4 VR. And I'm still here, right now, modding Fallout 4 VR. I haven't been standing here for an entire week and a half, but I keep coming back to this and I keep adding things, removing things, tinkering with things. And I have to say, after about a week and a half of modding this game, I'm caught somewhere between having the best time ever and absolutely losing my mind. Because I'm finding it so difficult to settle on decisions. I'm finding it so hard to pick a mod list that I absolutely adore. And I'm trying to find the perfect mod list for myself. And I'm flip-flopping on a lot of decisions. So if you've watched either of my previous two Fallout 4 VR videos, you'll note that in those videos I said I didn't like the green apocalypse stuff. I didn't like the trees that were added in some mod lists to make the game look a bit more like Skyrim as opposed to Fallout 4. But, as you can see, the trees are back. So I've completely flip-flopped on that decision, and I've actually gone one step further than that. Not only have I added the alpine trees back in, but I've now also added grass everywhere. Like thick, luscious grass. And it takes a little while to load in, so you can't see it from a distance. But if I run over here... Oh, I'm losing my mind, man. I'm losing my mind. Run over here and get into an area where there normally wouldn't be grass. There's now kind of thick, luscious grass pretty much everywhere. And I'm really, really starting to warm to how this looks. I don't know why, I don't know what it is about it. I was super against this when I made those original two videos. I kind of wanted Fallout to look like Fallout, Barren Wasteland, deserty, all that kind of stuff. But now that I've played it for a little bit and I keep coming back in and tinkering, yeah, I'm starting to warm to it. Now, all of this wonderful, lush greenery that I have completely flip-flopped opinions on is not the reason I'm making this video today. But do let me know in the comments if you prefer it. What do you think about this visual aesthetic for this game? It's taken me a while, but it really has grown on me. Literally grown on me. Haha, trees and grass. I don't think it looks like Fallout necessarily anymore. It still has the Fallout vibe. It looks a bit more like Fallout 76, you know, the Appalachia, where the nukes didn't kind of impact too directly, so there's still a lot of fauna and flora and growth. It looks a bit more like Fallout 76. Still looks kind of alive. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you think. I think, personally, it makes the game look more like a modern game. It makes the game look visually more impressive, whilst losing some of that kind of barren Fallout vibe. Which currently is a trade-off I think I'm happy to accept, because it looks so good. It looks so bloody good. Right, let's get into the reason I'm making this video. I'm not here today to show you trees and grass and greenery and all those other mods that I've been adding to the game. I'm here to show you one specific mod. One specific mod that is a lot more complex to set up than any other mod I've ever set up. This mod requires quite a few steps, so if you're thinking about installing it after I show it to you, I will put a video in the description for this video, which is a setup guide. But even with the setup guide, it's a lengthy process, and I'll let you be the judge as to whether that setup process is worth it. Now, this mod is called the Mantella VR mod, I guess, or Mantella NPC AI mod. It's definitely called Mantella something, and this mod allows you to physically talk to the NPCs in Fallout 4 VR. Now, I do believe there is a version which works for Skyrim, and also Fallout 4 Flat and Skyrim Flat. It doesn't have to be the VR versions of these games. But basically, I can shoot them with this silenced pistol, And that, in theory, if I've installed it all correctly, should initiate a AI-generated conversation with that NPC. There he is, Preston Garvey, the disappearing man. He always does a runner when I need to find him, and then when I don't need to find him, he just appears and tells me that there's a settlement that needs my bloody help. Right, if I shoot him, it should initiate an AI-generated conversation.
Hello there. How can I assist you today? What brings you to Sanctuary? It's essential that I stay focused and alert as we work together.
Hello, Preston. How are you today?
I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. I'm still processing everything that's happened since the Quincy massacre. It's been a long road, but we're surviving.
Have you ever heard of Todd Howard?
To be honest, I've never heard of Ty Howard, and I'm not familiar with his work.
You
I've been so
are his
focused on
work.
trying to rebuild what's left of the Minutemen that I haven't had the time to keep up with the goings on in the outside world. But from what you're telling me, it sounds like he's an important figure in the development of the video games we play these days.
Oh!
There's a lot we don't know in this new world, so it's not surprising that I wouldn't be familiar with him.
Have you ever played the game Skyrim?
Skyrim, you say? Yes, I remember that game. I believe it was developed by Bethesda Softworks, the same company that created Fallout 3 and Fallout 4.
This is true. That's very
From
meta.
what I understand, it's a fantasy role-playing game set in a realm called Tamriel.
Bit weird now.
I guess it must be quite the adventure, exploring mythical lands and fighting dragons. It's unfortunate that we don't have the luxury of playing games like that anymore. The world has changed so much since the nuclear war, and we're just trying to survive each day. Life was so much simpler before the war.
Are there any settlements that need my help?
Something? Yes, there are definitely some settlements that could use your assistance.
Okay, where are they?
The Minutemen have a few under our protection, but they're all in desperate need of reinforcements. One such settlement is Red Rocket Truck Stop.
I know that one.
It's
Yeah, over
located
there.
to the northwest of Sanctuary,
Yes,
and they're
there.
currently dealing with a raided threat.
They're definitely not. I've been there a minute
If
ago.
you're interested, we can set out tomorrow and help them fend off these raiders.
Goodbye.
Safe travels.
Okay, so a little bit like a Ouija board, I guess. You have to say goodbye to end the conversation. Otherwise, the mod gets kind of confused. If you shoot somebody else, it asks if you want to add them to the conversation. But effectively, you have a conversation, you say goodbye, and then you can move on to speaking to somebody else. Now, I haven't tested the limits of who you can speak to. I did have to download about 173 different voice pack files, because you'll notice that kind of sounded like Preston, but with an AI tinge. It isn't perfect, you can tell that it's AI, but that was Preston's voice. Now, if I come over here and find, is it Mama? I can't remember her actual name. Right, if I shoot Mama Murphy, we should be able to initiate a conversation with her now. There we go.
Hello there. It's getting late in the day, isn't it? I
No,
hope you're doing well.
not really.
What can I help you with today?
What's better, Xbox or PlayStation?
Well, both have their merits, I suppose. If
True.
you're looking for a system with a wealth of first-party exclusives, then perhaps the PlayStation would be the better choice.
Yeah,
But if
true.
you prefer more modularity and customization options, then an Xbox might be more your speed.
Okay. That's a very
Ultimately,
diplomatic
it
answer.
comes down to personal preference.
A
Have you
very
ever owned either
diplomatic
console
answer.
before? That might help you decide which one you'd like to get next.
It will, thank you. So when they say something like safe travels, that's when you know the conversation has closed out, it's over, the goodbye prompt has landed, and you can carry on with your adventure. Now, the only way to activate the conversations is to shoot them with that gun. So I've favorited that gun. It's just here. It's called the Mantella Pistol Suppressed. It doesn't do any damage to NPCs, and it has infinite ammo. So you're never in danger of hurting them, and you're never in danger of not being able to shoot them because you've always got ammo. I think you can lose the gun, and at that point, I do believe you might have a crafting menu for it. You can recall it back because there is a Mantella option in here in the settings, and you can tinker with the settings in there. So I think it falls under, yeah, it's here. It's under settings. So it's in miscellaneous settings, and you've got Mantella settings, and you can change things in there and make adjustments to the mod itself. It's very janky, but it's very cool. I mean, you can definitely tell that it's AI that you're talking with. It takes a little while to get a response. And then I've also noticed that, at least for me, if I stand too close to the NPC I'm having an AI-generated conversation with, the NPC's normal in-game spiel will start to come out as well, and they'll kind of overlap. So they'll be speaking to me with their AI voice, and then they'll also start speaking to me with their actual in-game voice, and it'll be like two conversations at the same time. Little bit weird, but also kind of to be expected. This is the kind of thing I think AI should be used for. Bonkers, immersive additions to games like this, where I can now speak to any character in the world that I want to. Now, I'm pretty sure if I run into a feral ghoul or a death claw, I won't be able to shoot them with my magic AI gun and start having a full, wonderful conversation with an enemy. That's not how it works. I'm pretty sure that's not how it works anyway. But you can go up to basically any NPC, including robots, like Codsworth, the other handymen, and shoot them and have a conversation with them. And you can talk to them about anything. Like, I asked Preston if he'd heard of Skyrim, and he started rattling off information about Skyrim. But then it also kind of sounded in-universe, because he said it's a shame we can't play video games anymore. So he's still talking within the context of Fallout, which is really cool. And just a little bit bonkers, if I'm completely honest. Right, I need to go and find somebody else to speak to. I'm just going to wander until I find an NPC, speak to them. Don't think this will be as long as my other videos, but yeah, just wanted to highlight this because it's a very unique and very impressive mod. Okay, that is definitely a bunch of raiders. Let's take... Oh, this isn't going to work, right? Like, as soon as I get close to them, they're going to shoot me and kill me. If I shoot this guy here... Oh, no, they're shooting each other. Oh, dear. Oh, he's kicking him. Okay. Right, I probably need to, you know, get involved here. Die. Come on. Die. Come on. He's killing my dog. Okay, I've killed those two. Now, can I speak to this man? Oi, you. Oh, apparently I've already got a conversation going. Who am I talking to now? I don't even know. Yes.
Wait, do you have any medical supplies? I've been hit pretty hard by this weight.
Who's asking me for medical supplies? What's happening? Are you talking to me? Or are you just shooting me? I think he's just shooting me. Someone was talking though. Might have been this guy who's dead. Definitely not him. Let's kill him. Okay, there's a good chance I've broken the mod by maybe shooting someone who's now dead, and I can't say goodbye to them, so it thinks I'm still in a conversation with maybe one of these guys, because someone was definitely asking me for medical supplies, even though they're definitely dead. Oh, yeah, he's definitely dead. Right, okay, I might need to do a quit and restart, because I think it will keep thinking I'm now already in a conversation and it won't let me start another one. Okay, here's a good test. Brand new area. There is a robot. Let's see if I can speak to them or if it will say add to conversation. If it says add to conversation, I will just restart. Ah, okay. I think I've broken it. If I try and press add them to the conversation, I think it will just fall over. I think there are some issues with the mod still. So if I press yes. Hello? Who are you? Can you hear me? No, that's his normal voice. Okay, I'm going to restart. I've definitely broken it by shooting all those raiders. Something has gone wrong, and the conversations are no longer working. Just a minor technical hitch. Right, we are back. Things definitely broke in quite spectacular fashion. There's a bomb going off over there for some reason. That sounds like a war zone. Jesus! It's actually quite terrifying. Let's see if we can't find another NPC to talk to. Who have we got here? Oh my god, there's so many bombs going off. That's a settler. Right, these are just generic settlers. Will they work if I shoot them? I really hope so. Let's see. Don't break. Please don't break.
Good evening. I'm just tending to my crops for now. How might I assist you?
Who is Beardo Benjo? Have you ever heard of them?
I've heard some whispers about Beardo Benjo, but not much else. From what I understand, they're a scruffy-looking individual who claims to be a master of plants and vegetables. Many believe they have unique knowledge about growing foods in the harsh wasteland. However, others regard them as or chatty drunks since they're known to ramble on about their discoveries.
Who's your favourite YouTube content creator?
I'm afraid I'm not very familiar with YouTube or its creators, as I don't have much access to technology these days. My days are mostly spent working the land, tending to my crops.
Okay, so she has no idea who I am. She thinks I'm some kind of Fallout 4 character who has found a better way to cultivate plants and grow crops, and she also said I'm a drunk, which is amazing, and something about whimsical stories. Some of that she said is kind of true, but it's also clear that she doesn't know who I am. Then she commented on YouTube and said that she doesn't have the facilities or ability to watch YouTube content because she lives in a barren nuclear wasteland where they don't have access to that technology. So there is an element of, like, these characters are speaking... Why can't I select that? These characters are speaking as if they exist within this world, and that's very cool. That adds a dimension of realism, despite the fact that the conversations are quite stunted. There's massive periods of silence. You know, they don't flow like a natural conversation would do, but they talk within the context of the world that they're in, and I think that is very, very cool.
You've got to help. They've kidnapped my wife.
Who kidnapped her?
They said they'd be back for the ransom in a few days. If I don't pay up, they'll kill her. But I don't have that kind of money.
Where is your wife? Has she been kidnapped?
Excuse me. My wife. I'm single, actually. Why do you ask?
I ask because you've just asked me to save your kidnapped wife, and now you tell me you're single.
Oh, I see. I must have been dreaming or joking around earlier.
I hope it's not too late.
I apologize for the confusion. The time is 11 at night, and I'm just resting here for a bit. No kidnappings or emergencies at the moment. How can I help you, really?
Okay, so this NPC just gave me an in-game quest to go and save his wife who's been kidnapped. But then when I asked him if he had a wife using the AI Mantella mod, he said he was single and he didn't have a wife, and there are no kidnappings that need to be dealt with at this present time. So there's definitely a disconnect right now between the mod working within the context of the missions in the game and the things that are actually happening in the game, and then it just kind of generically talking like their characters within Fallout. So it's not as advanced as I would like it to be, but that's something it could progress towards in the future. Uh-oh, ghouls. Definitely can't talk to these. Let's just end that threat nice and quick. There we go. You dead? Okay. Oh, still alive. Pop back up. Why won't you die? Oh, there's more now. Brilliant. Look what you've done, Dogmeat. Blame this on you. Die! There we go. Right. We good? Oh, is there any more? No, we're good? You're just growling. You just like to growl. Brilliant. Brilliant. I think this is when it looks its best, like when you're right in the middle of nature. Uh-oh. And I don't know, it feels like you've been transported to an actual place. Visually, it just looks really good. Not necessarily like Fallout, but really, really bloody good. Like, much crisper, much more immersive than the vanilla game. Ooh, the rain looks nice. Love that. I just remembered there is a robot right here in Sanctuary. So we'll end the video by talking to Codsworth. Can you say, like this video and subscribe to Beardo Benjo?
Of course, my beloved master. Tonight at 5 in the early evening, I propose that you indulge in an impressive video production by the renowned Beardo Benjo. Kindly remember to subscribe to his channel for ongoing access to his entertaining work.
Thank you so much, Codsworth. That was amazing.
6 in the early evening is indeed an optimal time to enjoy his captivating work.
That is when I upload my videos.
However, remember to subscribe to his channel for continued access to his thrilling content.
Okay, I'm going to leave it here. This has been more Fallout 4 VR, completely and utterly modded within an inch of its life. At some point, I will make a list of all the mods I've used. I'm not quite ready to just yet, though, because I'm not 100% happy with how it looks and runs. When I get there, I'll let you know. But if you do want to make your game look and run similar to this, I've used the Mad Gods overhaul as a visual basis. That's the groundwork. And then I've picked and chosen mods from the Gengas VR mod list for immersive elements. So things like the holsters on your body, immersive looting of footlockers, things like that. Little things that make the game feel more like a VR game. And then now I've added the Mantella mod for proper AI conversations with NPCs in the game. Crazy. Hope you've all enjoyed. If you have, please do leave a like, leave a comment, hit subscribe, and I'll see you soon for another one. Take care, everyone. Goodbye.